It is 11:37 p.m. on April 3rd. It's Thursday. Last day before the final day to the weekend. Boy, do I need it. I got a lot of studying that I need to be doing and a bunch of other things. I'm having my my supper right now, which I think is technically the correct term because I may have said this before, or I did say this before, I don't eat breakfast, so I have lunch, dinner, and supper. So usually around 11:30 I get hungry enough if I had dinner at 5 that I go for like a snack, like small meal. That's what I'm having right now. And I mean, it's very hard for me to figure out something worthwhile to talk about right now just based on the fact that I have so much work. Like, I didn't realize that I had a math exam next week, and then I also have a Japanese exam next week, and I have my project due, and we're starting another project. I said all this yesterday, and it's a lot of work, and it's just a lot. It's a lot to come from what happened. The stuff happened past last month. It's hard to come back from what happened, hockey, break, and then directly to this. It's kind of tough. Like, I don't know, my friend asked me how I was doing, and I'm like, I really just don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling, because I haven't had the time to think about it, because all I've been doing is work. The time that I don't work is either I'm sleeping, or I'm playing video games for the sole reason that I do not sleep. Like, literally, the only reason that I've played Elden Ring this week is because I was like, all right, if I go to sleep right now, I'm losing so much time. So let me play video games so I don't fall asleep. It's a little tough, but hopefully next week when it's over, I will have enough time to kind of relax a little bit more. Like, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy having things to do and taking my mind off things, but I don't want this much. I don't want it to be crazy. Like, I would like to have like a good routine. Like, I want to be able to keep working out again. Like, I worked out Tuesday. Don't work out Wednesdays regardless of anything. But then today hit and I'm like, I have so much I need to do. I don't think I can find the time to work out. And so that's just where I'm at right now. But here's the thing that would be interesting to talk about is that I've noticed ever since I've started doing more Japanese is that I think I changed the way I hold a pencil/pen when I'm writing. And it's like, I feel like when you're younger, I don't know if this is universal to around the world, but it's like you hold the tip of the pencil in between your pointer and your middle finger, and then your thumb kind of stabilizes it on the end. But I don't do that anymore. I don't know why, but instead I wrap my thumb around the entire pencil, and essentially when I'm writing, I'm holding my thumb against my pointer. I don't know. I guess when I'm writing now, it's more in the wrist instead of the fingers. I really don't understand why, but I noticed that I changed how I write, because I definitely remember writing with the 3 points and doing all that. Now I've changed it, and I think it's literally just because I did not need to write. When I say write, I mean write a lot. In a couple of semesters, last year I took no writing course. It was all typing. I'm a comp sci major. I type, and then the stuff that I would do that was actually writing was math. So I didn't have to write sentences and things a lot all the time. Also, maybe it's just I started doing a lot of work with markers on a whiteboard, because it's so much easier to do calculations on a whiteboard than on paper, because if you do it wrong, you just erase it. And maybe that's influenced the way I hold a pencil, but I don't know, it's kind of interesting that that's how that's happened, because I don't know, I don't ever remember holding a pen like this, but just not writing, even at boarding school, I didn't write things down a lot. I only did calculations. So really, it's been a while since I've needed to write stuff. And I mean, when you take Japanese, you do a lot of writing because it's a language you're learning. I thought that was kind of weird. But I have my final makeup thing tomorrow, so once I'm done with the thing tomorrow, I'm done making up. So I'm going to head out and start doing some more studying. It's going to be kind of weird because I'm taking a test that was for last chapter, but I've already learned stuff for this chapter. So I don't know how I'm going to feel about going through it. Maybe good, maybe not. But it all comes down to studying and having a decent, nice sleep. Probably back at 1 a.m. That's usually fine. And yeah, well, we'll see how it goes.